Hey guys, and welcome back to Gravey's Brewery with me, Gareth Goes Gravey. And guys, for this one, as you can see from the title, it's the summertime. It's time to get into the pale ales. And for this one, again, as you can see, well, I'll show you. I'm bringing you my MoVie. Yes, that's how I'm pronouncing it. I know it spells movie, but I'll tell you why I'm pronouncing it like that in a minute. Pale ale. And there also are the particulars with the bottle date of the 8th of July 2021. So this has been in the bottle for 10 days. Now, before I carry on, the pronunciation of the name, MoVie, instead of movie. Well, as I usually like to do, and as many of us brewers like to do, I've amalgamated the name from two of the ingredients in this beer. And as I pour, I want to tell you those ingredients. I'll tell you what I did. Okay, so as usual, I start off with 7 litres of water, into which I placed 1.2 kilos, or just over 1.2 kilos of Vienna malt, 60 gram of carapils, again into 7 litres of water. I mashed that for an hour around about 65 degrees. I might be showing it on the screen right now. So again, I mashed that for an hour, after which I started the boil. 60-minute boil as always, and into that at 60 minutes I started off with 12.5 grams of mosaic. With 15 minutes left at 45 minutes, I added another 5.9 grams of mosaic. At 55 minutes, 5 grams of mosaic, and at flame out I added 18 grams of mosaic. So all mosaic. I fermented this with imperial yeast A38 juice. I can't remember the pitching temp off the top of my head. I will place it down in the description. And after a week, or about 5 days, as you saw from the label, I got this to 5.2% ABV. Now, two things first. The name, MoVie. Again, as I said, I kind of used the ingredient names, mosaic hops, Vienna malt. Wanted to do a Vienna smash, but as you heard from the ingredients, I added a bit of carapils, so I ended up calling it a pale ale rather than a smash. There was something else I was going to mention, but it just escaped me. I can't think of what I was going to say. So anyway, here is the beer. Oh yes, this is version 2 of the beer that I've brewed. I believe version 1 actually came up to my original predicted ABV of 5.3. Might have ended up at 5.1, I can't remember. If I can actually find a record of that, I'll drop that in the description. Anyway, here finally is the beer. If I spin a head in, just a nice little fluffy white head, just a tiny crown of a head, quite nice. Colour, well, it's a little bit darker on camera, but that is a nice light golden colour, slight hint of orange or a slight tinge of orange in there as well. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it. I can only just see a little stream of carbonation making its way up the glass. It is quite cloudy. I assume that might be chill haze because this has been in the fridge since last night. And I must admit, this is actually not my first bottle of this. I'm not going into this blind. I know, slap my wrist. This is actually my second bottle of it. Again, for only 10 days in the bottle. But as always, I come out with 6 beers anyway. So anyway, despite the fact that it is actually quite cold, let's get in on the beer. Let's give it a sniff. See what we get. And actually, despite how cold the glass is, I'm actually getting a nice burnt orange kind of aroma. With a slight hint of the Vienna malt in the background. Slight hint of a roastiness there as well. That might be from the carapils. I don't know. Might be from the Vienna, but a slight hint of a roastiness. Anyway, let's dive in for a taste. Cheers. Oh, 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 or on the flavour. On the front end, you get that nice fruitiness. Again, a bit more of a tropical fruitiness on the front. On the back end, and it's just actually building in the back of my throat and in the back of my mouth as I speak. And there's a nice biscuity flavour, malty flavour coming from the Vienna. That is really nice. It's not harsh, it's not bitter. There's a slight bitterness there, obviously from the amount of mosaic I used. That is really nice. And on a day like today, and that's not long out of the fridge, that is just what the doctor ordered. That is really, really refreshing. I'm just going to dive in once more and just see if I can't get anything else. Again, that maltiness from the Vienna, that is just a lovely flavour, is that Vienna malt. That is lovely. Again, you get the initial hit of the kind of like orange, tangerine kind of flavour at the start, that fruitiness. On the back, you get the maltiness. That is really nice. Again, on a day like today, that is really refreshing. So yeah, there's not a lot more I can say about that. There isn't actually a lot more I can say about that. So I'm going to quickly wrap this one up, and I'm going to enjoy that now for the rest of the evening. So as always, if this sounds like something that you might like, as always, link to the recipe is down there in the description. It is quite gassy as well, despite the lack of carbonation. That is actually quite gassy. Link to my recipes down there in the description. For those of you that like to brew your larger batches, you know what to do, and in order to scale that up, because this is always, as always, is a 1 gallon batch. So yeah, get the ingredients, brew it up. I have a feeling you're going to like this one. Right guys, well that's all I've got for this one. So as always, if you have any general comments, questions or queries about the drink, drop them down there in the comments. We'll get some discussion going. And if anybody out there has brewed something like this before, and you agree or disagree with anything I've said in the course of this video, as always guys, let me know down in the comments. We'll talk, we'll get some discussion going, and maybe throw around a few ideas. Hey guys, well that's all I've got for you for now. So until next time, from Gravey's Brewery, this has been Gareth Goes Gravy. I'll see you later. Cheers.